there we go. I call the April 2nd, 2018 regular council meeting to order. Flag salute. Donna, can you start us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Silent roll call has been taken and a quorum is present.
Okay, thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the March 5th, 2018 regular council meeting?
So moved.
Okay, we got Stan. Is there a second?
Second.
John, discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? None? So 6-0. Okay, petitions, communications, citizens' requests. At this time, is there anyone from the audience that would like to come up and discuss an item that is not on the agenda? You can use the microphone and state your name and address, please.
Jim?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good evening. My name is James Varner, and I own a property that I'm very proud of at 531 Brunswick Street here in Old Town. It's the late property of my father-in-law, Gus Johansson, who was a member for many years of this council. I want to preface my remarks by saying I'm so thankful for the job you folks do to keep Old Town the way it is. I think it's one of the best cities or towns in the state of Maine. I'm 84 years old, and I do have a heart condition, and I want to discuss a change that you are proposing with regard to the spring cleanup. I understand that the Public Works Department raised a concern last year that other towns had eliminated the pickup, and wanted to, for the first time this year, to not allow the pickup, but the citizens would have to bring their spring things that they wanted to get up to a central place. And I think you need to think about the fact that it would be hard for citizens like me. You know, I do have a heart condition, and it's unfriendly to our health to require us to bring our things that we want to dispose of to a central location, and it will also impose an extra cost which many of us cannot afford. And I understand that the Public Works said that they wanted to do this change because other cities, you know, and towns had done it. I think this is a flower in our hats, and I think it's a good thing. I would rather expect these other towns to say, hey, Old Town has the cleanup for its citizenry, and we want it here in Orono or elsewhere. So I hope that you will consider examining, you know, this change, because it does not impose any overtime for our Public Works Department or anything extra. It's just something good that you folk are doing for all of the taxpayers here in Old Town, especially for us senior folks. I think there's a reason that there are a lot of seniors like myself here in the state of Maine. It's because folk like you do things like, you know, having that pickup at each year in the spring for seniors and for all of its citizens. And if you want to impose some special conditions, you could say seniors 60 or 65 years old are permitted to continue to put their things that they want to dispose of in the spring in the front of their homes. I'd rather you give this consideration to all of the citizens and taxpayers here in Old Town. And I don't know if it's in order, if I could hear from each of the council persons with regard to their feelings about this idea that I am broaching to continue the spring cleanup as we've done for many, many years, and it'd be very much appreciated by our citizenry and our taxpayers, especially us senior citizens. You want to do all you can to help us to continue to live in Old Town and to be taxpayers and to enjoy our life here. So is it possible for me to hear from each council person on their views, or how does that work?
Well, actually, tonight, I'm glad you brought this up. The city manager and myself just talked about this 2 days ago, and we're going to be bringing it up at our next meeting to talk about. We're going to have committee meetings. We're going to meet with the department heads and their budgets. So during the public works time, we're going to talk about it then. I do know that something's been advertised already. Last year, we talked about this item. We said we were going to start going towards phasing that out, and this is what we started to do this year. But I did talk with Bill the other day when he said we were putting this on the website and everything, that we're going to bring this up at our next council meeting. So we'll be talking about it the next one, which would be Tuesday, the 17th.
Is it open to the citizens?
Yes, yes.
It's going to be in this chamber
It'll be right
here?
in this chambers right here. And we're going to be talking about budgets. I'm going to talk about that coming up to my time. We're actually going to start at 4 p.m. to go through different department heads, and we are going to talk about it during the public works
Okay,
time.
I'll talk with city manager and mayor to make sure I'm aware of it.
Yep.
And again, I'm very thankful and appreciative of the fine job you folk doing and that time that you put in to continue to keep Old Town Maine at the top of the list as far as towns are considered here in the state of Maine and in the whole United States, for that matter. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming tonight. Is there anyone else in the audience? Okay, we'll move on to reports, Council President. So I'm going to send out an email again tonight. But this Wednesday at 4 o'clock, we do have a Finance Committee meeting in the conference room. Our next meeting, full council will be on Tuesday the 17th at 4 p.m. We'll start then to meet with all the department heads. Bill and I have talked, we got it from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Just like last year, it's 15 to 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes per department, which some won't go that long, and that'll still get us done before 8 o'clock. Standing committees. City councilors, Jan.
Yes. I very much want to tell everybody what a fantastic ambulance service we have. They literally saved my life, and I'm sure they just recently saved Carol. They're terribly busy. I was the 8th one they had taken that night because it was the flu season, too. And I just want to give all the praise I can to them, the fire department, and the police department. They all cooperate, and they're super.
Very nice.
They did it.
They did. Very nice job. Any other councilors?
Mr. Varner, I wanted to take the moment you asked us to talk, and this is our time to say something.
Yep.
I agree with you about the city pickup. I think it really serves the elderly citizens in town.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, city attorney?
For that one.
Just briefly to report to the council, I think it was 2 weeks ago, last Friday, that we had a hearing in Superior Court on Expira's appeal of the State Property Tax Board's decision, which was favorable to the city. Justice Anderson conducted the hearing. It was just oral arguments based on the briefs that we had submitted, and he listened attentively and told us that he would get a decision out as soon as he could, but he's very busy.
I am.
Travis was there. I don't know if you have anything to add. It was pretty good. That's what he said.
That's what he said. Thank you very much. Special committees. City manager.
Mr. Varner kind of beat me to one of my subjects here, so I think we all are going to talk about spring cleanup at the next committee meeting, so I can leave that alone. The only thing I would talk to the council about is the traffic lights downtown from the windstorm last fall. We kind of talked about there's some other poles that were damaged. John's looking into some options for that. Hopefully, we should have several different options, whether or not to replace the lights as they are, not to have lights in that intersection, the one coming off Water Street. So we'll have several options to at least start down the road so we can see what costs are and possible benefits or the negative aspects of it, not having a light there or whatever, so we can start the discussions of it.
Because the ones here, the state took care of
Right.
the costs. It's the additional ones that they said they wouldn't help us with.
Right.
And to replace those as the metal, what was that dollar amount they told us that day?
$200,000.
$200,000. Okay.
So we'll roll that out though, so we'll give you some numbers to look at. Options.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it for me.
All right. Okay, thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda. New business items number 1, 2, and 3. Councilor Brissette.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves the suggested motions under new business items 1, 2, and 3 as presented. All right. Do you want me to keep going?
Yes, just that you can just read the top ones. That's all we need.
All right, the City Council will consider accepting donations that were made to the Old Town Community Food Drive.
Yep.
Suggested motion. Resolved.
No, you just need to
Oh,
read that
I'm
top.
sorry.
You're fine. You're good.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
The City Council will consider a request from the VFW for an extension of their liquor license to serve alcohol outside their building in an enclosed fenced-in area for horseshoes during the Memorial Day celebration. And number 3, the City Council will consider approval of a renewal application for a malt, venue, and beverage cart liquor license to Joseph Perdue, DBA Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road. And number 4,
Just those three. That was it. Yep.
Sorry.
That's perfect.
good.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Jan, discussion. Are we all set, Patty, with
Yes.
everything?
Inspectors went out last Friday. Everything is good.
Okay. Perfect. All those in favor? Opposed?
In favor.
In favor, okay. Okay, public hearings, old business, new business. Item number 4, City Council consider authorizing the expenditure of $4,500 for the city's share of the Post Road Smart Infrastructure Grant. Councilor Peterson, please.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby authorizes the expenditure of $4,500 from account number 03450, Economic Development Reserve, as the city's share of the Post Road Smart Infrastructure Grant and transferred to 1215-0299.
Perfect.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, just a second. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Donna. All right, discussion. Bill?
Yeah, the Old Town Orono OTO Fiber Corporation, part of the whole work that they're doing, this is a feasibility study. So Orono is going to pay $4,500. The city is out of the Economic Development Reserve, and then the University of Maine is a $20,000 match, so the University of Maine is going to pay the rest of that grant. It basically is a technical and financial viability study that they're having done on the whole infrastructure for that fiber for Old Town and Orono.
This is basically the LLC that's
Yep.
been behind this. They fully support this. They just have to come and get us to give the okay to spend the money out of that account. Correct?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
about in their reserve accounts together, they have about $414,000 in reserve, so that $4,500 is coming out of their reserve.
Coming out of the reserve. Okay. Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor? None opposed? 6-0. Last item for the evening, the City Council will consider going into executive session for the purpose of discussing an economic development item. Councilor Nuttall, please.
Resolved, the Old Town City Council hereby approves going into executive session pursuant to Title I MRSA, Section 405, subsection 6C, for the purpose of discussing an economic development item.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Jan, discussion. All those in favor? None opposed? And the time is 7:15.